Let us jump back a decade before we continue the tour beyond Kingdom Hearts 2. Before the rise of our current heroes, Sora, Riku and Kairi, another trio of heroes existed whose tale is about to be told, in Birth by Sleep. The story starts in a place called the Land of Departure, the homeworld of Terra, Aqua and Ventus. There was a meteor shower and Ventus ran for the hills to have a great view. Aqua soon joined him together with Terra. The three of them would sit here and enjoy the view, laugh and hang out. The next day the Mark of Mastery exam would take place, so they sparred a bit and prepared for tomorrow. They were the greatest of friends and would help each other out no matter what. What they didn't realize was that this night would be the last night they spent beneath the same stars. Aqua and Terra are going to take the Mark of Mastery exam today. Ventus wasn't ready yet to take up the Mark of Mastery. Their teacher is Master Ericus, our guardian of light. He was accompanied by his lifetime friend, Master Xehanort. He too wanted to see the results of this exam. When Master Ericus began the exam, Master Xehanort issued in a little darkness to raise the difficulty level a little bit higher. Because of this, Ventus was also being attacked by the orbs, but in the end the three of them managed. With stage 1 completed, Terra and Aqua had to face each other. Because of equal forces clash, their true nature is revealed. This in particular was very bad for Terra. He is very fond of power and caught himself tapping into the darkness for a little extra. But he pushed it back and continued fighting. When it was over, Ericus announced they both performed commendably. But as Terra didn't keep the darkness in check, only Aqua could become a master. A tough moment for Terra, as he didn't know where the darkness came from. He wanted to be alone for a moment and went outside. Ventus went to his room, while Aqua received knowledge from Ericus that is given when someone becomes a master. Outside, Terra ran into Master Xehanort, who offered him help in seeking power. While in Ventus' room, a stranger appeared, who told him Terra is leaving for good and leaving him behind. Master Ericus was telling Aqua to keep an eye on Terra, so he wouldn't reach out for the darkness again. When they both went outside, they see Terra leaving to the outside worlds with Ventus on his tail, because Ventus doesn't want to lose Terra. Aqua then picks up her part of master duty and follows them to take them both back home. While our heroes travel to the same worlds, they always just missed each other. Terra came in contact with the Dark Witch Maleficent. She felt the darkness in his heart and began to tap into it. Without realizing, Terra began to do Maleficent's bidding, but tries to find a way to make up for his mistakes and prove he can push back the darkness. Aqua found out about this, but couldn't catch up to Terra in time. Ventus found his way to the barren wasteland. Here, he got confronted by the masked boy again, but Mickey also joined the battle and together achieved victory. Mickey was still an apprentice of Yen Sid at this point and was using a star shard to get from place to place. As he didn't know exactly how it works, the shard suddenly teleported him someplace else. Not long after this, Terra made his way to the same place. Master Xehanort was waiting for his arrival and explained the existence of the masked boy. His name is Vanitas. He was created by Master Xehanort himself. Vanitas is a darkness from Ventus' heart. While Master Xehanort was training Ventus, it went horribly wrong and the darkness manifested and turned into Vanitas. His darkness is now rampaging and causing trouble everywhere. Xehanort asks Terra to put a stop to Vanitas, so he takes off in search for him. Our three heroes would soon reach Radiant Garden, but in different parts of town. Aqua found herself in front of the castle. Here, she met with Mickey and a little red-haired girl. Aqua felt a light in the girl's heart. They just know she has someone very special, whom they are supposed to protect. Kairi touched Aqua's Keyblade and gave her flowers. When Kairi got called away by her grandmother, Aqua spotted an enemy and ran after it. When she caught up with the opponent, so did Terra and Ven. They worked together to defeat this evil, and with great teamwork, they emerged victorious. Being glad they found one another, Aqua confronted Terra about the dark path he is following, to not stick so close to the darkness. Suspecting these are Master Ericus' orders, Terra left on his own because he thinks he can fight the darkness without having a babysitter. Ventus tells Aqua that she let it all get to her head, as she also needed to bring Ven back home. But he will find Terra and stick with him. Meanwhile, Terra found a clue about the whereabouts of Master Xehanort. Some thug called Break had kidnapped him and taunts Terra to follow him. Terra found Master Xehanort tied up to a vent, and Break initiates a fight because he also wants the Keyblade. Master Xehanort tells Terra to not let himself be beaten by this ruffian, and use the Keyblade to defeat him. Terra then taps into the darkness in his heart and unleashes it onto Brig, taking out his eye and scarring his face. When he freed Master Xehanort, he takes Terra as an apprentice and dubs him a Keyblade Master, while receiving the task of taking down Vanitas. Unbeknownst to Terra, Vanitas was already in town. Aqua found him in town square and fought with him, but he was just testing her. By this time, Ventus had caught up with Terra, but he wouldn't let Ven follow him, just as Aqua told Ven to go back home. So each of them traveled back to other worlds in search for Terra. Terra made his way to Destiny Islands. On this night, Riku and Sora were there too. Right now, Sora and Riku are 4 and 5 years old respectively. While the boys have to leave the island for the night, Riku spots Terra and wonders what he's doing here. Terra isn't from the islands, so he must be from the outside world. Very clever for a boy of such a young age, but in actuality, Riku knew about another boy who managed to get off the island. Master Xehanort, who was born and raised on these islands, was the first one to ever leave to the outside worlds. Terra feels that Riku is special, so he performs the Keyblade inheritance ritual on him just before he had to leave. This would be a secret between the two. While Sora and Riku depart to their homes, Master Xehanort contacts Terra to inform him that Master Ericus will likely harm Ventus, and he has to stop him. Blindly, Terra obeys the Master's evil command and rides off toward the land of departure. Ventus received word that King Mickey was in trouble. He found him in the barren wasteland, where they both fought Vanitas some time ago. It is here that Master Xehanort approaches Ven. It's been some time since they had seen each other, which sparked memories inside of Ventus. With excruciating headaches, Xehanort explains that he wanted to recreate the Keyblade War that was waged ages ago. Xehanort's plan was to create the so-called Keyblade that is able to open up Kingdom Hearts, but Kingdom Hearts only appears at the presence of the Keyblade War, so that was hard to recreate. Instead, if two equal forces of light and darkness would clash, Kingdom Hearts would also appear, alongside its counterpart, the Keyblade. Ventus had extraordinary powers, both light and dark, but his body was frail and couldn't handle the strain. So Xehanort split the darkness inside Ventus, creating Vanitas, so that Ventus could train in light to obtain its full power, while Vanitas mastered the dark. Xehanort wanted the two of them to clash. He sends Ventus off so he could face his master, because Master Ericus knew about all of this. Xehanort wants Ventus to confront Ericus and makes him leave. When Ventus confronted Master Ericus about knowing all of this, about Ventus being trained to forge the Keyblade, Ericus knows he needs to end Ventus before he brings ruin to the world. But as Terra was instructed by Master Xehanort, he intervened right in time and stopped Master Ericus from harming Ventus. Terra opened up a portal and pushed Ventus through before facing his master. He thought to himself that he failed Terra, as the boy had lost himself to darkness while he was trying to train him in the force of light. Upon delivering the final blow, Ericus faded and Terra felt instant regret. Master Xehanort was watching his diabolical plan unfold right before his eyes and invited Terra to the Keyblade Graveyard. It would be the final setting to obtain what he had always desired. Before leaving, he brought ruin upon the land of departure, ridding Terra of his home. Meanwhile, Aqua also found her way to Destiny Islands. She also met with Sora and Riku, but since Riku already was given the power over the Keyblade, instead of performing the inheritance ritual on Sora too, she made him promise to take care of Riku, should he stray down a dark path in the future. This promise would be enough. One Keyblade and a friendship is enough. Afterwards, she goes to Yensid, and he gives Aqua the grievous news of what happened to Master Ericus. Yensid tells her it was Master Xehanort's doing, together with Terra. Shocked by this news, Aqua remained certain that Terra wouldn't do such a thing, and departed to save her friends. Terra, Aqua and Ventus arrived at the Keyblade Graveyard together. Master Xehanort was walking towards them with his comrade, Vanitas. He needs Ven to fight Vanitas to forge the Keyblade, and he needs Terra to succumb to the darkness. Initiating battle, he makes sure to divide and conquer, splitting up Terra from Aqua and Ventus. Aqua got challenged by Brig, another cohort of Xehanort. His task was to put an end to Aqua and Ventus, so Terra would succumb and give himself to the darkness. But he's messing with the Keyblade Master and he knows this. He's actually just stalling so Master Xehanort can get what he actually wants. When Aqua turned to take care of Ventus, she was ambushed by Vanitas. He wants to release Aqua's heart, but Ventus took up his arms and fought Vanitas. Winning this battle revealed Vanitas' true face. Sora's face. When Master Xehanort was training Ventus and released Vanitas out of his heart, he accidentally fractured Ventus' Heart of Light. Out of despair, he took Ventus to his birth world, Destiny Islands, so Ventus could rest peacefully. But right there, Ventus' heart resonated. A boy's heart who was about to be born in the world came in contact with Ventus' heart and helped him heal, making Ven's heart complete again. This boy was Sora. In his early stages of life, he had saved Ventus' life by mending his heart. Because Vanitas is tethered to Ventus, he started to take on Sora's form. That's why he looks like Sora. Vanitas was now close to falling into darkness, the perfect opportunity to clash with Ventus in order to forge a Keyblade. This clash caused an enormous explosion. On the top of the mountain, this explosion could be felt and seen by Terra and Master Xehanort. Finally, the Keyblade was about to be forged and Master Xehanort need only activate the final stages of his plan. He swore he would survive, but his body is frail and old, so he needs a new body to sustain him, releasing his heart and casting it into Terra. He needed a body that was close to darkness, the sole reason for Xehanort to put Terra so close to the darkness and even killing Master Ericus in the process. Terra became Master Xehanort's vessel, turning his hair silver and eyes amber colored. He was ready for the Keyblade now. Within Ventus' heart, he and Vanitas were struggling for victory. Ventus knew that there was only one good outcome for this battle. He knew he had to destroy his own heart in order to purify it of Vanitas, and destroying him along with it. Ventus, now falling into darkness, found his way to someone familiar again. Now, 4 years later, Sora once again saves our beloved Ventus by offering refuge for his lost heart. Because Ventus' heart is now no more, Aqua finds his body and takes it somewhere safe. They both return to the land of departure, but due to Xehanort's actions, this world is now on the brink of destruction. She remembers her master's words, that should something happen to Master Ericus and the Legion of Darkness arrives, Aqua needs to pick up his Keyblade and lock the land of departure away. When the world is locked away, it is she and only she who can unlock its mysteries. The land of departure would transform into Castle Oblivion. Aqua made her way to Radiant Garden, where Terra was. He was being swallowed up by the darkness almost completely. Xehanort, who wanted full control of his new vessel, decided to try and cast Terra out of his heart and set it free, succumbing to the darkness completely. Aqua didn't hesitate and jumped into the darkness to save her friend, but the only way to actually save him was to sacrifice herself so her friend could live in the realm of light, making him return to the surface and staying in the dark realm herself. Terra Xehanort was then found by Ansem the Wise with his apprentices. He ordered them to take the body to his study. Break took this task upon himself. He was Xehanort's left hand after all. Ansem the Wise took Xehanort under his mantle and named him an apprentice, not knowing he would be betrayed within a year. That was it, guys, the story of Birth by Sleep. Hope you enjoyed this episode of the Grand Tour. Like the video if you did, subscribe for more, and I will catch you in the next.